Sorry, Stepdad here. I've got a new bill to talk about. Well, since it's not going up to actually be voted on due to some discrepancies when it came to the council. But I figure I still talk about it just the same since it's something I actually kind of agree with to an extent with the original bill. There was one part I didn't agree with on. That's probably why I didn't get to where they would vote on it actually in the state chambers, which is and it's actually here in my state that they were doing it. Um, they were talking about putting cameras actually inside the classrooms, not just in the halls, but inside the classrooms. The bill would have been set it up to where parents could log onto a website, the school's website, and actually see a live stream on what's going on in the classrooms, and that's where it kind of would be is a problem because you don't know who's going to be able to get access to those cameras, and that's where probably it came to its downfall is the access to the live stream. I am for cameras in classrooms, mind you that, and there's a reason why I'm for it. And I'm going to actually explain how the bill probably could be worded to where, well, I think it should be worded to address those issues about some things that we have. Like, I'm going to show you, like, to take care of this stuff over here, like teachers being attacked. It'll actually be able to cover teachers being attacked in the classrooms, and also when a teacher attacks a student. And I was gonna play videos, but I don't need to play these videos for you. But that's the kind of stuff that is becoming an issue. Is we had teachers attacking students, students attacking teachers. See, these cameras in these classrooms would be able to catch every detail of the events that led up to these attacks. Not just cellular phone coverage of when the attacks happen, because you don't have any context for what led up to this event, and that's what's causing a lot of problems with these people fighting each other on, oh, the student was in the right, or the teacher supposedly did this, or da 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 da. It's we need context when it comes to stuff instead of just going off of a short cell phone video. And when it comes to my idea on this bill, and if you want to really know the state that I live in is Iowa, I think how it should be stated is schools are required to have cameras in the classroom covering, making sure each corner of the classroom is visible within the cameras. And if you need more than one camera in the classroom to cover the classroom, then it's going to be needed because you don't want. And the reason for that is so there's no blind spots in the cameras. And I'm pretty sure there's blind spots in the cameras in the hallways, and that should be taken care of. But also, there should be audio recording to get that as well. But but the system would need to be a closed circuit system, so no one else can gain access to it through outside means. Like, because it could be like CCTV. But if there's an event that happens that a parent wants to review the video of that incident, the school has to provide it to them. And if they give the excuse the camera was not running at that point in time, then, and if it's constantly being that way, the Department of Education can do an investigation, or at least the state can do an investigation on the school system to see why the cameras are not, why they're having so many issues with the cameras. And then say somehow a teacher manages to cover up the cameras on purpose before an event happens, that teacher should be fined. A student does it, I mean, the teacher can either be fined or suspended. I'm not going to give for a certain amount of time. A student does it, suspension. But you can't just be going off of one cell phone video when it comes to these incidents. And when you have, if you have a way to record all the evidence prior to have all the evidence prior to getting out, these schools can combat the schools or parents can combat any false narrative being thrown out about these events. I mean, if the state asked me if they would like me to talk about how I should see this bill set up, I'm more than willing to talk with them and give them my ideas. But as a parent, I don't care if I do care that my kids are being taken care of properly when they're in the classrooms. Because if it's, as we've had a few incidents with our kids at school that it would have been nice to actually have video evidence of to see exactly what happened. In the end, it just became a he said, she said thing, but we got told slightly. There was three different stories with some variations in each story. So we can't we can only make a speculation that somewhere someone was not being honest, and there was a teacher. The teacher ended up telling the whole incident to someone outside the school, and that got to a friend of ours that told us that it was brought up to them. So we still don't have full proof on it. I mean, unless we can get a sworn statement from the person, this is what they heard and who they heard it from. But as of right now, the kids are doing their schoolwork from online from home, which is beneficial. I mean, the one that had that issue has been a little happier. But I think, yes, we do need audio and video devices in classrooms to make sure we have the full context of the events instead of just cell phone footage, because cell phone footage does not always catch what happened prior to these attacks. Say, like, a student actually hit the teacher, and the teacher retaliated him by putting him on the ground. And all they caught was the teacher throwing the student on the ground. You got people going after the teacher because they threw a student on the ground. But I'd rather have context. I could say that teacher that got the chair thrown at him, that student could request that the student be charged with assault with a deadly weapon, because those chairs are heavy, and that could have killed him if it hit him just right. It could have killed him. And a lot of things can be used as deadly weapons, just so you know. But we do need to be putting cameras in classrooms these days, because some people don't teach their kids to respect other people. They just let them misbehave and do whatever they want. And that's why you've got students and teachers that will just attack anyone. And I have an aggressive side, but I have not just hauled off and hit someone because I was mad at them. So, we need cameras in classrooms to keep people from pushing false information about events, because they're only basing their decision off a short little clip of the ending of that event. And we'll catch you next time.